Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Big Head Rants video. This is your clownface speaking here, and today we'll be complaining about, as a long requested video, we'll be complaining about modern day weather forecasts and scaremongering to suit these people's modern day climate change narrative. Now, why am I about this, you wonder? Well, because nowadays everything in this world seems to me that it just is quite over dramatic, especially when it comes to this topic. Now, I'm not sure whether I'm in a majority or a minority when ranting about this. Only time will tell. But yeah, it seems to me the weather forecasts, especially nowadays, are very much scaremongering. For instance, 10 years ago, here in the UK, when it got to 35 degrees, this was around about 2013 in July, it showed it in like bright sort of orange, it's a lovely looking day. Nowadays, just for 25 degrees, it shows it in a very vicious red. Yes, that sort of stuff. Maybe that's why we feel a lot more humid and hotter as well. And that. Because the way the weather's being told to us, the way it's being told in an over-dramatic way, is what's making us feel worse in the heat. Now, I accept the planet is warming up. There's lots of fossil fuels, lots of wildfires, fueling weird weather and extreme weather. But we've just got to deal with it and accept the facts and adapt. Not bloody scare everyone and that. So, let's look at some graphs and maps, shall we? Now, I've got a few maps up to show you. So, I'm not sure what year this was, but let me show you this. This was a map showing 36 degrees 35 here in the modern day. So, this is the BBC's map, and that. And look, ridiculous, quite red, and that. Quite dramatic. Now, let me show you other maps. Now, I can't seem to find a graph from years ago. However, I can show you this. So, for 26 now, see look, that's how it should be. That was when times were simple, no one was concerned, and it's even transparent as well as the way they're presenting this weather forecast. Like I said, when I was a kid, they were telling like in such a nice, pleasant way. Now it's like, oh, it's a terrible national emergency. Yeah. I mean, I know the UK is humid and when it gets really hot, in terms of like the rain and that we get. But it's like, what is it? Trying to scare people. You may have a drought, But like I said, it's not about trying to keep people up and that. When these weather forecasts are things like this. And I'll tell you who the real main offenders are, what time of the year it is. It's these newspaper articles that you see and that. Such as things like The Independent and The Guardian. All just for clicks, really, for clickbait. Because what with people being brainwashed in our society enough, they will believe anything especially in winter with a cost of living crisis. Now read a report from one of these newspaper articles and it will instantly say, severe danger to life, Arctic blast to freeze Brits within 24 hours of minus 25,000 degrees to hit the UK. Because I know what that is, it's an attempt to get people to put the heating on as well. And yes, so I'll show you exactly what I mean. So here we are, we're reading stuff like this. So, UK weather, mini heatwave forecast this week starts dangerous police warning. We cannot swim in open water. So, we can't because someone wasn't being safe. Here we go. Weather. Where in the UK will be hotter than Algarve as temperatures soar to 22 degrees. Independent, the Mail, and if we scroll up a bit, sorry for the shaky camera, that's how it should say. Weather map reveals how bright and warm start to Easter holidays as temperatures hit 21 Celsius. That's from weekend. So you can see that is how you say, not too scary, and that. And like this, Britain hotter than Rome in 26 blast. And what this is simply trying to stock and money our people. Now, like I said, every now and again the planet gets hot, it sometimes gets cold. And that, yes, maybe greenhouse gases and fuels does play a part and wildfires. However, I reckon this is all for electric cars to make us spend more money to try and force more ultra low emission zones here in the UK especially and to make out it's a much bigger problem than it is. Now, this isn't only happening in summer. No, these overdramatics are happening in winter as well. I'll show you. Here we go. So, this is what they're like. So, winter not over yet as cold weather map shows brutal -2 freeze could be about to hit the UK. Yeah, -2 degrees ain't brutal. If it's very cold, you just wrap up warm. Polar vortex makes an icy return in April weather forecast. See? And then snow is back in the forecast. So you can see what they try to do, they try to lure you in. Now, my advice, these articles are not true. Yes, because every time they say something I never experienced or seen it. They may have been right on a couple of occasions, like in 2022 with the 40 Celsius, but most of the time, all these shitty reports that some of you are falling for, and I see it with my own family, apparently we're meant to get snow, and that. It's going to be really cold. You can see how it has an effect on people around you, these fake weather forecasts. The most trusted one is the Met Office. That is the forecast I use, because they are mostly accurate all the time. UK weather is hard to predict because where we are. Yeah. So, that's all I can say as well. So, don't believe these newspapers, because most of the time it is just bollocks, plain and simple. And it is just scaremongering in summer to make us all stay inside. Now, my advice is in summer when it gets really hot, just put some sun cream on. drink loads of water. In winter when it's cold, and that, up warm, and just simply eat lots of good food, lots of warm food, great, and stuff, and it will work. That's all you need to do. You don't need to prepare like masses, if you need to de-ice the car, you do, because there is no need. You're only preparing like this because you're falling for this crap, you guys. But yeah, that gets my point across. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Oh, and keep your eyes peeled out this week for a couple of streams. It'll just be me playing some racing games on my PS5. I might do one tomorrow, on Wednesday the 9th of April, I might not. But stay tuned on the channel, seeing as I've got revision to do as well. Right, see you, and signing out.